Hello. It is September 7th, 2021, and my mastectomy surgery is on September 15th, so it's about 8 days away. I wanted to start documenting my experience with the mastectomy, just for anyone who might be considering a preventative surgery like this, or I guess if you're just curious. I'm going to do my best to document as much as possible and be as informative as possible with the experience, because I'm learning it as you're seeing it pretty much. I've never had a surgery like this before. It's all kind of new and a little bit scary, but hopefully my scary experience will turn into an educational one for you watching. I kind of want to get into some of the products that I have gotten to help me in my recovery or preparation of this surgery. And I'll try to do like an update video in a couple of months once I have time to realize whether they were helpful or not. But all of these items I designed with value and function in mind. So I tried to find the most affordable, most functional item that I could. I really was not thinking too much about aesthetics. I wanted this to be a reasonable amount of money to spend on recovery items. So keep that in mind as we're going through this. I'm sure there are other color options or types of things that I'm going to show you. These are just what I picked based on price and functionality. So all of these options are from Amazon. I created an Amazon wish list and all of my family and friends basically bought it out in like 48 hours, which is crazy. I was not expecting such fervent support, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the items that have already come in. So the first item, these are really not in any particular order. The first item is these Gorilla Grip no-show socks. I know that they sometimes give you grippy socks, but I really do not like the like gray hospital socks that they give, kind of just for personal reasons. They're what my mom used to wear whenever she would get hospitalized, and I know that they give them to everybody, but it's just something that kind of stuck in my mind, and so I would prefer to avoid those socks if possible. So these little Gorilla Grip no-show socks are really nice, and you can wear them even after surgery. Like, they're just good grippy socks. They come in a two-pack, a two-pair pack, and I think these were $7 or $8. The next item is a little bit more for longevity. So it's this plush seatbelt cover. It has Velcro on the back to clip to your seatbelt, and it just sort of sits across your chest like this. So this will be really nice when I start driving again after recovering. I think this was about $6 on Amazon. The next item is, I would maybe consider this a little more of a luxury because I didn't have these already, but just some simple black camisoles that they're super soft, super stretchy. I wanted something that I knew I would be comfortable in, that I can just throw a cardigan over if I, have to go to the store or something. But it's just something that's loose and breathable that kind of goes with anything. So this was a two-pack, and I think it was maybe $13. So these next items probably need a little bit of a preface. With the type of reconstruction that I'm getting, the implant-based reconstruction, implants do not really sit or move like regular breast tissue does. So underwire bras after my reconstruction are kind of just not going to be functional for me. So sports bras and bralettes are going to be my go-to. So I got this 3-pack of sort of sports bra racerback bralettes, and if you notice, they zip in the front. This looks very similar to the surgical bras or surgical tank tops that you would get after surgery. Being able to wrap it around and zip it in the front is really helpful compared to having to lift it over your head and push down. I got a 3-pack of these. I believe these were $28 for 3 of them. And these are in the color nude, and they do have pads, but they are removable, so I'll probably be removing them. The next item is this nice little nightgown. I do have other nightgowns, but The nice thing about this one is that it is button front all the way down. After surgery, it's going to be kind of hard for me to lift my arms very high for a decent amount of time. So having things that are button front and I can just kind of slip my arms into are going to be really helpful. So I will probably be bringing this and the next item to the hospital with me so that I can go home comfortably and not in a surgical gown. So I think this was $20 on Amazon. This item is just a big fluffy robe. I don't know why I haven't owned one yet, but it's just a big cozy plush robe that ties in the front. Again, because I can't lift my arms very high while I'm recovering at the beginning. So this and the nightgown I'm going to be bringing to the hospital with me just to be a little more comfortable and not have my butt hanging out when I have to go on walks. So this was, I think, $20 as well. The next item, I would venture to guess that this will be a necessity. It is this little elastic fanny pack situation, but for your drains. So these two little pouches you can move around, and then it has a clip on the back that will clip around your waist. It's adjustable, and it's a place for you to keep your drains kind of close to you. So if you don't want to wear the surgical bra or surgical tank top that has the drain clips, you can wear this and put like a shirt or something on, and your drains will still stay close to your body. So this was, I think, about $8. This next item is for sure a luxury. I would not have gotten this if this was not gifted to me. It is called the shower shirt. It's basically a big plastic shirt that cinches around the neck and the arms. So that way you can take a shower and wash your hair and get clean if you have things like drains or a port that can't get wet. I'm curious as to how functional this is going to be, or how many times I'm actually going to use it, or if I'm just going to cave and go to a salon and have them wash my hair in the little sink. This was, I think, almost $50, if not a little bit more, on Amazon. So again, definitely a luxury. I don't know if I would have paid for this if it was not gifted. This next item is, I would also consider a luxury. It is a supplement called Wound Vite. It's basically a gigantic multivitamin. It claims to optimize your wound healing and reduce your downtime. It contains vitamins A, C, D3, E, B12, as well as biotin, iron, zinc, selenium, copper, and bromelain. I will be taking this to the hospital with me to confirm with my doctors that I can take this as part of my post-op medication routine. And if you go the supplement route, I would highly recommend that you do that as well, because you never know what kind of interactions the drugs that they have you on will have with different types of supplements. I would just be very careful and ask your doctors if you go the supplement route. I believe this bottle was about $42. Again, I don't know if I would have bought this if this was not gifted to me. The next item is this big lap desk. So it's currently folded in half right now. It folds out kind of like a card table. I really wanted this so that I could eat and do work in bed comfortably while I'm recovering. And I'm sure that we'll get a lot of use out of it even after I've recovered. But so that's what this is. It has like a little handle as well, which is really cute. And I think this option was about $20 or $25 on Amazon. The next item, for sure, not a necessity. This was just what someone bought me off of my regular wish list. It is this big plumpy cat. I will probably be using him as like an arm pillow at some point, but he's just cute. He's just here for moral support. He was, I think, 20 bucks. So the next item is this gigantic wedge pillow for when you're laying in bed. I'm pretty much gonna have to sleep elevated to some degree for a couple of days, just so that I don't roll over on my side or my back or my stomach. This is going to help a lot rather than just piling pillows up behind me. This one was actually from Costco, and I think it was like 40 bucks. But if 40 bucks is a little too pricey for you, I'm sure that piling pillows or sleeping in like a recliner would basically perform the same function. Final item, so this is what I'll be using on the ride home. I know it looks kind of wonky, but the design is so that you can wrap the pillow around your arms to protect your drains, as well as protecting your chest after surgery on the car ride home. So it'll kind of sit like this, the seatbelt goes across. This is pretty heavy duty protection, so I'm really probably only gonna need it for the car ride home and maybe the car ride to get my drains out. This was made for me by a family friend actually, but they do sell these on Amazon. I want to say they're in the range of $20 to $30. You could always use just a regular pillow or maybe like a body pillow in the car if this is not an option for you. So that's about all that I have for this moment. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.